Hey guys, Donnie RightSide here. Bookmakers review Wednesday night NBA action, Eastern Conference Finals, Game 1. Boston Celtics and the Miami Heat. We're going to go with two player props in this game and also a side. Let's get started. 8:30 tip time tonight. The Miami Heat getting 8.5 points with a total listed at 211. If we take a look here at the anticipated starting lineups tonight for both ball clubs, Vincent, Strus, Butler, Love, and Adebayo here for the Miami Heat. And then for the Boston Celtics, as usual, Smart, Brown, Tatum, Horford, and Robert Williams III, who recently has been placed into that starting lineup to give a little bit more energy to that starting five. Now, if we take a look at the game overall, how did these two teams get here? Fantastic playoff run here for the Miami Heat. Getting into the playoffs and then obviously playing up against the Milwaukee Bucks, dispatching them in 5 games, and then taking care of the New York Knicks in 6 games. For the Boston Celtics here, dispatching of the Atlanta Hawks, and then the Philadelphia 76ers in 7 games overall. So you had a lot of heart, sweat, and desire used up for the Boston Celtics last go-around versus the Philadelphia 76ers. Had to use all that energy in Game 6 to win on the road in Philadelphia, where Jason Tatum showed up late in that game. And then Tatum continued to roll into Game 7, dropping over 50 points in a victory over the Sixers, moving them into the Eastern Conference Finals. I think we're beyond the point of looking at the Miami Heat overall and saying, oh, the little engine that got into the playoffs. There's no way they can beat the Bucks. Going up against the Knicks in Madison Square Garden, they can't do that either. They did both pretty easily, in my estimation. Now we're taking a look at a lot more disrespect here coming in the Eastern Conference Finals, going against the Miami Heat, and I'm not buying into it here. Look, the lines are there for a reason. Nobody just made them up and put them out and said, you know what? Let's just give the Heat 8.5 points out of nowhere. The Boston Celtics are a good team. They have home court advantage. But in Game 1, fresh off a Game 7 for the Celtics, I think the Heat will be rested and ready, and Eric Spoelstra may be the best coach in the NBA, and Jimmy Buckets in playoff mode, I think they'll be able to hold up. We'll take the 8.5 points with the Miami Heat tonight. Also, 2 player props. I'm going to look both. If I think the Miami Heat have a legitimate chance to win tonight and cover, that means some of their all-stars and better players are going to show up in the biggest moments here. Let's take a look at a guy that's not even in the starting lineup. Kyle Lowry, points prop today, 10.5 at a -106. We're going to take that to the over. Take a look at the last 4 games that he's played. 11 points, 9 points, 15 points, and 14 points. Before that, a game at the Knicks, he only scored 6, but the 2 previous games before that, 18 points and 10 points. Double digits here. If you're so focused on Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo, somebody else has to step up, and Kyle Lowry is going to play close to 30 minutes in this ball game. I believe he can hit double digits and take that down. So we'll take Kyle Lowry over 10.5 points at a -106 price. Now let's flip it over here to Jimmy Butler. Typically you'd say to yourself, okay, points prop's going to be around 27.5. If the Heat win, he's going to have a big game. I understand that, but I'm looking at secondary options here, particularly rebounds. His player prop today on rebounds over 6.5, and we're going to take that bet. It's a little bit pricey at a -130, but if you take a look at the last 3 games that he's played, 8, 7, and 6 rebounds. 4 rebounds, took a game off, and then 11 rebounds in the previous game before that, and 8 before that, 9 before that. Get the drift here? If Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat are going to win this game, he's got to do it all. Assists, rebounds, and points. But I'm most confident that even if your shot isn't falling, you could still be active on the offensive glass and the defensive glass. Jimmy Butler over 6.5 rebounds at a -130 price. So we're all Miami heated up tonight. We're going to take the Heat getting the 8.5 points, Kyle Lowry over 10.5 points, and Jimmy Butler over 6.5 rebounds. Let's get it started and have some fun and win some money. I'm Donnie RightSide for Bookmakers Review, and as always, good luck on those wagers.